The genesis of Edify was when I attended a conference. Thule spoke about his research with low-cost private schools or low-fee independent schools, and he said that the schools charge very low fees, 50 cents to $1 per day, but the schools were fully financially sustainable.
In fall of 2009, Chris and I started talking about what it would look like to team up together. And really at first it was just concepts. We thought it was a wonderful concept. We thought it was from the Lord, but we had to go prove concept. And so Chris really focused on Ghana, and I focused on the Dominican Republic. So the original model was we were leading with loans. We would go in, provide capital for a lending partner. They'd already made school loans, and so we provided capital, and it just went right out the door, and we couldn't provide capital almost fast enough. We thought it was going to be this easy in every partner we got, in every market we went to. As we started growing, we learned really quick it wasn't the case. Most people, this was a brand new field. No one had really done school loans outside of 2 or 3 lenders in the entire world, and so we'd have to go into new countries, and it would take us much, much longer than we anticipated. So, but we learned a lot during those early years of what worked and what didn't. In some countries, we started saying, what if we led with training? And we started offering training. So our model actually changed quite a bit at this point, where we became the people who were the known, trusted advisor, Edify. And then we could bring in a lending partner. We could bring in a training partner and or education technology.
From the beginning, Tiger and I were committed to combining the great commandment to love God and love your neighbor and the great commission of sharing the gospel of Jesus Christ. Yes, we wanted to help the children get a better education, but it was extremely important that they also receive Jesus Christ or developed in their faith so that they could be transformational agents themselves, that they could be transforming their families, their communities, and some, with the better education that they're getting at the schools we work with, might even rise to be national leaders and transform their nations.
You know, we decided very, very early on that we were going to have no expats in the field, that was kind of a 10-year goal, that it would all be indigenous staff. I think one of the things that we're most pleased with when we think about the evolution and the building of Edify is that God's provided amazing men and women around the world. Thinking about the first 10 years of Edify, I'm blown away at what God's done. We had a 2020 plan to impact 1 million students. We went over that about 1.5 years early, 4,000 schools that we were going to impact. We've eclipsed that goal. We really believe that God has already used us in some amazing ways. And one of my prayers for us, and I would love for you to join us in that prayer, is that we continue to listen to the Lord and don't mess things up. It's maybe perhaps one of our greatest threats is that we'll start thinking that we know what we're doing and we'll become the experts and cease to really listen to the Lord's voice moving forward. And that's my prayer for us as Edify.